how we have to make that port as an input port. To configure it as an input port, so let us take P1 has to be configured as an input port. As for this program, 0 FFH is been loaded. So it is nothing but we are making all the pins of this particular port 1 to high. Okay, so if it is made in such a way that that particular port will be acting as an input port, and we can obtain the data from port 1. So to obtain the data from port 1, we have to access the particular port 1. So only possibility to access the port 1 is accumulator. Only through accumulator we can access the port. Leave, stand outside, whatever. Okay. So we can access the port only through the accumulator. Okay. So accumulator content is going to be taken for processing. So what we are going to do is this port 1 is going to be accessed. The values are transferred to the accumulator. You can note down all other registers cannot access the port. Okay. Only accumulator can access the port. So in the examination I must not see anyone writing move R1 comma P1. So it is invalid with respect to 8051. So we are saying this particular program, and we are learning this particular program for 8051 microcontroller. Okay, for 8051 microcontroller, port 1 cannot be accessed by the registers R1 to R7 or R0 to R7. Only accumulator can access the value. So we are transferring the content to the accumulator, and we also cannot transfer the content as move P2 comma P1. This is also invalid. Okay, so transferring the content only through accumulator is feasible with respect to 8051. So we have taken the value from port 1, we are transferring to the accumulator, and in the previous case we have made this port 1 as an input port, and then from as for the question what we are going to do is we are going to transfer the content to the port 2. To transfer the content from the content of accumulator, we are transferring it to port 2. Okay, and this has to be done unconditionally. Therefore what we are going to do is we are going to have an unconditional looping statement SJump. SJump stands for short jump. Unconditional looping statement with the label here. Here will be transferred to this particular location. So we are not going to configure it again and again. Port 1 is been configured as an input port in the beginning means it is sufficient. No need to configure it again and again. So you must not give this here colon to the first statement. Okay, since it is already configured, only what task has to be performed, that has to be brought inside the loop. Okay, so looping has to be done for the transfer section. What we have done from port 1 to port 2, we have transferred the data. Okay, so this is the first program. So second program, let us start. Next program we are going to try in C language. The previous program we tried in assembly level language. So this program we are going to try in C language. So in C language we have to declare a header file. What is the need of this header file if you ask? The need of this header file is to inform the tool that we are going to have a target which is based on 8051, and whatever register configuration has to be done, it will be automated or it has been developed in this particular header file. Okay, so this header file has all the information related to how we are going to write the program, where the registers have been configured, what is the pin numbers for the ports, all these things have been available in this. So if you want to use this particular program for 8051 based ICs, we have to use reg.51.h. If it is some other manufacturer's IC, according to that we have to collect the header files. So header files will be sourced by the vendors who are going to manufacture that particular IC. So next line is nothing but after including the header file, we are going to have the declaration of whatever sub programs or the functions we are going to use. The function we are going to use is to develop a microsecond delay. So therefore we are given the name of the subroutine or the function as ms delay. It is going to have an input. The input will be in the form of unsigned integer. So what amount of delay has to be generated, that will be decided by the input which we are going to provide in this particular input format. So the format has to be given here, unsigned integer or floating point. We are going to use unsigned integer. Okay. So for example, I want to have 250 milliseconds or 250 microseconds. I can provide the value 250. Okay. So if I want 500. So according to my requirement, I am going to feed this value. So next statement is nothing but writing a main program. So main function has to be there in all the C language programming. So main function is being included here. In this main function, we are going to write the functionality of port 0, port 2, port 3. All the ports are being declared with a value. So all these values are in hexadecimal number system. Therefore, we are providing it as 0x55. Okay, 55 is the data and 0x is the value in hexadecimal number system. In your assembly level language, what is the notation we are using for representing hexadecimal number system? H. Okay, so we will be using H. Here for C level language, we have to use 0x. 55 is the data what we are going to use. So after providing this line by line, sir, can I assign everything in a single line? Is it feasible? Yes, with the notation we can give in a single line also, no problem. So port 0, port 2, port 3, we are going to assign 55 in hexadecimal number system. After that, we are going to declare a loop, while loop. In this while loop, we are going to follow some functionality. 4 different possibilities of using this functionality are there. So first method is using NOT operator, NOT, NOT operation, which is given as a this. What is the equivalent of NOT operator in assembly level language? CPL, complement logically. So this operation, if you want to do in assembly level language, we have to use CPL. That we have tried in most of the programs, what we have seen before. So NOT operator, this is the symbol for NOT operator. So whatever we are going to have, 55 will be toggled bit by bit. You can note out, it has been activated bit by bit. Okay, bit by bit means 55 is to be converted into hexadecimal format is there. The input has to be converted into binary format 01010101. So this is in the base of 2. So now we are going to apply this operator. So bit by bit operation, what will be the output? So 10101010 to the base 2. If you convert it into hexadecimal, it is AAH. Okay. So input has been provided, and using NOT operator, we are obtaining the toggling function. Okay. The second method is nothing but I am declaring same 0x55 to port 2. I am not using the inverter. Instead of that, I am going to do the operation of exclusive OR. So the exclusive OR operation is going to be performed. So the symbol for exclusive OR is this power symbol. Okay, in C language. What is the equivalent instruction in assembly level language? XRL. Correct? XRL. Okay. So we are going to do this operation. What is the truth table? Let us take AB as an input. What will be the truth table? 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. So when there is a difference in the input, there will be high output. So that is the explanation for exclusive OR operation. Okay, now using this logic, I am going to get this value 55 is being loaded. Now exclusive OR of this with respect to your input. What is the other input we are having? The other input is FF. So other input is FF. The equivalent of FF in decimal number, in binary number system is 1111 1111. Okay. So I am going to do individually. The inputs are same. So when the input are same, the output will be 0. Whenever it is difference, the output is 1. So now we can obtain the value of output AAH in this method. You understand? The previous method we have used inverter operator. In this method we have used exclusive OR operation. Next we can directly assign the value. Okay, directly assigning the value. So P3 is 55, here P3 is equal to 0x AA. Okay, so this is explained in C language. Same thing you have to write in assembly level language also. Okay, now after this, okay sir, we have done all these things. Now we have to call the delay program. How to call the delay program? We have to give the function name. So function name for the delay program is MS delay. So it is case sensitive, you have to be careful. So M is in capital, D is in capital, E L A Y is in small letter. So you must be careful in writing the functionality. So you have to follow the syntax of C language. So 0x1000 is nothing but the count value is being passed as a parameter. Okay. So what is the number system we are used here? Hexadecimal number system. Integer value, unsigned integer value is being transmitted. Okay.
sir.
Okay. So this particular value has to be transferred to the delay function. Stop.